Hello, and welcome to another transcontinental coordinated color scheme. While calling your cousin Carl to tell him to cool it with calling my artwork alleyway all-time ass work, while Uncle Gary is still learning to color inside the lines episode of the Days Grimm. My name is Brian Michael Day.
I am Wes from Wally Opus.
From the Wally Opus Podcast.
That's right.
What are you doing here, dude?
Dude, I had to come off the bench, dude. Thomas is out, so I got called up to the big leagues, you know?
Yeah, dude.
And I'm sitting in for old Tommy, dude.
Old T-Daddy,
I'm glad to be
dude.
co-hosting.
Old T-Daddy, dude. He, yeah, so for everyone at home who's expecting to see Thomas today, he died. So,
Yeah, dude, it was
so
fucked up.
he's no longer with us.
Yeah.
So this week's Death of the Week is going to be a special one.
Right.
No, I'm just kidding. He's in what, Cincinnati or some other shitty part of Ohio that nobody fucking
he's
cares
gone
about?
for like 9 days.
Yeah, dude. They're like holding him at gunpoint.
Yeah, I'm like, what do you do, man? Holy shit.
I know, dude.
9 days?
So I don't know what's up with Ohio, but like they have a lot of like commerce there.
Yeah.
Like nobody wants to be there, but there's also like a lot of money. And then like I guess LeBron James used to be there, but maybe he still has a house there.
Yeah,
I don't
dude.
fucking know.
Yep. That sums it up.
Are you okay though? I haven't seen you in like a month. Speaking of
dude.
Thomas dying, I thought you died.
How come?
Well, because you changed the name of your podcast.
Yes.
And then that threw everyone for a loop.
Yeah.
And then there was like
all 14 people.
there was like another new podcast that popped up in town. It was called the Wally Opus Podcast. And I was like, oh, wow, now there's another. And then I was like, oh, no. My buddy changed his name. So no longer Mining in the Foothills.
Yeah,
correct?
dude, laid it to rest.
Laid it to rest. R.I.P., dude.
And yeah, I mean, it's just mostly because I remembered why I started the podcast in the first place. It was another form of like promotion of what I do, as well as like curating, relationships and community around music and around like what we have in Evansville is like people trying to get shit done. But what I realized was people keep posting my podcast on their channels, but it's called The Mining in the Foothills, and I get nobody recognizes it's me doing the podcast.
Yeah, you gotta put your name on it, dude.
Yeah, so I had to put my name on it, and I had to put the brand on it, and now I feel that it will be like this relationship between my brand.
I have to be honest with you, dude. You on the Shore microphone, you sound beautiful.
Thanks, dude.
Every time. Like,
appreciate that.
But anyway, so
yeah.
now that we've addressed the issue that you're not Thomas
dude.
Grimm, if you would be so kind, sir, hit him with that intro.
Yeah. This week we have in the studio, fresh off of the plane in from Miami. He is one of my day one brothers. He was my best man, and he is now one of Evansville's. I mean, he's probably Evansville's dopest artist. He's probably like Indiana's dopest. All right, but we have Cooper.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Mr.
Cooper.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Doing good.
Yeah.
I like to hear that. Also, I am a little buzzed from the Miami game.
I figured.
I got my levels mixed up. So I was like thinking I was turning you down the whole time. I was turning him down.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so this is going to be a great show, guys.
And they lost, by the way.
Dude,
sucks,
I know, dude. I freaking was listening to our show like before the game. Ran out of time the first time you came through, Cooper.
Yeah.
Just to kind of like touch on some like high notes, ask a couple of follow-up questions. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I got cut short, and then I don't even know where I'm going with this story. I'm buzzed. Anyways, the point was
this is round two.
This is round two with the Cooper. And you are Evansville's most influential artist, man. So how the hell are you?
I'm good.
I saw a picture the other day of somebody of the building you painted with the flowers here in town, right? There's one here in town, isn't there?
I don't think not Evansville. Oh, wait. There is a Moe's. I have a small one at Moe's bar in downtown.
Someone posted a picture on their Instagram. God, I wish I could pull it up and remember who it was, but I saw it and I was like, I've interviewed that guy.
Hell yeah.
I didn't even have to see the whole piece.
Yeah.
I saw like one petal of a flower, and I was like, that's Coop.
Yeah.
That's Cooper, dude. Me and him are tight. We go back, dude. I've known Cooper for like 4 months. I'm like, dude, we fucking go back. And Kristen was like, who the fuck is Cooper? I was like, he's been in our house. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
man.
awesome.
So you've been good. The travel wasn't terrible. Did you have a bunch of layovers or no? Like from
London was really smooth. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you came on right before you went to London? Is that
I was
right?
trying to remember
Correct.
how close it was.
Because you went on like a stint of you like did a couple podcasts.
Yeah,
you did mine. You did hit like you did.
We had him on in.
Right
I'm trying to think. We had you on, so this would have been a month ago, and then it would have been 2 weeks before that. So late October. Late October is when you would have been through.
Right before.
It had to be right before I left it because my show was October 18th, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So this had
it was
to be
October 18th.
October, yeah.
Damn, we caught you like right as you left.
I was going to say, it had to be like a couple days right before.
Damn, yeah, that's bonkers, man. Because I remember you said, actually, I think it was like days. Yeah, now that I wish I would have made it. I wish I would have made it through my whole episode review, man. I'm so mad. But like, I was running out of time. I had like Christmas shopping. This is gonna post. Crap, I don't know when this is gonna post. Like late, but around Christmas. Yeah,
Sweet.
so we're doing that late November, early December Christmas shopping. So I was doing that today, and then I got fucking the Dolphins game. So a whole bunch of shit. But you remember from the show before, we do the Death of the Week every week, right?
Yeah.
So this week, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and roll into this week's Death of the Week, brought to you by Corn Dog Development and their super sick coasters.
These are nice.
Yeah, you check them out on the link in the description. It'll say Corn Dog Development. And there'll be a link to Etsy, not Epsy, not epilepsy, but Etsy. Go there, put in the promo code Days Grimm, saves you 10% on everything in his store. Do it. He supports us. We support him. This week's Death of the Week, guys. Okay. So this doesn't necessarily pertain to painting so much like the last time you were in, but this week, 17 November 2017, quote, flying an Icon A5 low over the water is like flying a fighter jet, end quote, tweeted Roy Halladay. Roy Halladay was a pitcher for the Toronto, no one really knows who that baseball team is, those guys. So, basically, he had his pilot's license. We go on to learn, because the Icon 5 is so compact, it packs more power. But does that mean to go ahead and fly through a canyon at top speed, a la Luke Skywalker? No. The lead engineer of the Icon A5 and the director of engineering both perished in a crash on May 8, 2017, when the engineer attempted to maneuver at top speed down a narrow canyon. Because of that notorious tragedy, A5 pilots are acutely aware of its limitations. And we're going to cover the aircraft here in a minute, so you guys will have a basic understanding of what it looks like. So, quote from Roy's, a tweet that was posted to Roy's page, quote, Roy, please be careful. Roy Halladay's fateful Friday morning began early. He towed an Icon A5 to a Florida beach and began working on the pre-flight checklist that included attaching wings, ingesting alcohol, most importantly, and downing a drug cocktail commonly referred to as a, quote, speedball. Dude, anybody familiar with the speedball? I don't.
Heard of it.
I heard of her. A career in sports. Again, he's a pitcher for the Toronto fucking nobody cares. A career in sports might justify morphine prescription to quell the pain of cumulative injuries, but if a dose of morphine is needed, why choose? God, this is going on way longer than I wanted to, but why choose such mixers as alcohol, amphetamines, and sleeping pills?
We're getting opinionated by this writer.
I
It just
know.
went from like a news article to
This is intense. But he basically is flying high as a kite over the Gulf of Mexico with the throttle firewalled. Scarobatics begin steep banking climbs, sudden rivet popping dives, pulling out of a dive mere 5 to 10 feet over the water's surface. As previously established, these antics exceeded the design of the small aircraft and soon caught the attention of fishermen and recreational boaters, some of which pulled out their smartphones, recording Holiday's hijinks, fearing that it would end in tragedy, which it did. He essentially has entered his final maneuver, a steep turning climb that caused the speed to suddenly drop. One of the wings stalled, including an inverted spin, and the crate cratered the water at a 45 degree angle upside down. According to the autopsy, Holiday perished by drowning, to the deep and lasting sadness of his family, his friends, and his fans. Roy wasn't careful. I love how he ended with Roy wasn't careful.
Right. Oh my God.
That one was long-winded.
Dude, I
should have pre-read that twice because it read so much faster when I was here by myself. And then I was like, fuck, now we're on air and the song's over. And I'm like, fucking.
Dude,
Jesus,
you skipped over in consideration of how long it was. But
yeah,
a sentence that I was thinking, he probably watched the new Top Gun movie right before he fucking went on this journey.
Dude.
I wonder how many times he's done this.
So, okay. So, again, I have to emphasize the fact that this man was a pitcher in Major League Baseball, not a pilot. Like, that was not his career. Like, he was just a trained pilot. Like, he's not like you know what I mean? Like, there's a difference.
Yeah.
Anyways, that being said, we'll go through a couple of the pictures. So here's the Icon 5.
Oh shit!
Yeah, dude.
Looks like a nice.
That's dope.
Yeah, it looks like something
he was out there driving it like a
damn Mercedes.
Yeah. He was on a speedball though,
yeah,
right?
Dude,
Yeah, he was on a speedball, dude.
So I mean,
the plane was not though. One important spot that I did miss in the article that brings up another reference is Roy's illustrious career in the professional sports did not qualify him as a fighter pilot, nor is the Icon A5 a fighter jet. Sporty looking on the outside. Inside, the plane is similar to a 1912 Curtiss Model F. I have reference for that plane as well. Here's what they're saying that plane is about capable of.
it looks kind of like it, dude.
Yeah, similar. But
like the
1912.
But yeah, 100 years.
And they're saying they're similar in capability.
Oh my god.
And this guy's flying it like a goddamn fighter jet. Steep banking, fucking 90-degree fucking
Is this
turns.
just his Saturday routine or
So
Friday
he's an
routine,
asshole
or?
with a lot of money, dude. I mean, you know what I mean? Just
my
people do that.
Lord.
Like you I feel like you make so much money, you think you're invincible, you start doing coke regularly.
Yeah.
You
Buy
know?
a plane.
Yeah, you buy a plane.
It's a natural progression.
Well, it's like either that or you start buying humans, I guess. So, like, if I had to pick, I guess, like, I kind of hope that people start buying planes and not, like, Jeffrey Epsteining themselves into the history books.
Yeah.
I have a video, but for what it's worth, I don't know if this shows anything.
Your discretion.
I don't.
Fairly advised.
Yeah, there's no advision. Is that a word? Advision
Okay,
here.
there we go. We can see it.
Yeah, so this is him flying that day. I'm not getting any sound here, so I don't know if there is any sound, but he's kind of, you can tell that he's like steep banking and like, oh, wait, hold on. It paused. There we go. Yeah, you can't even see him really, but these are the fishermen that recorded Ray that day. And then, this is the final. This is the final video.
God.
Yeah, here's the final video of Ray. He's in there somewhere. Jesus Christ. Rest in peace. You are gone and also forgotten. Dude.
Wow.
So just, Cooper, do me a favor. When you start making millions, dude, don't buy a fucking plane.
Or stay off the speedballs.
Yeah, no speedballs. If you're going to buy a plane, that's cool. But maybe just drink. Yeah. You know, fuck, dude. How was London, man?
It was good, dude.
Yeah?
Incredible experience. Yeah.
Incredible, dude. I'm so pumped. What was the name of that spot again? The show you did in London?
The show was titled Wild Noise. We had 29 pieces, and it was in...
Just you alone had 29 pieces.
It was my first solo show. So I've been in multiple shows with them, like group shows that they'll have at like art fairs. I just got back today from Miami a couple hours ago. Yeah. So that was like a big kind of group show. So I just had 2 pieces there.
Nice. Hell yeah, man. So 29, dude. That's busy. That's a lot, dude. So did you move any pieces?
We sold them all.
Shut the
Wasn't that before the event?
All right, dude. Thanks for joining us on today's episode of the Days Grimm. I'm gonna rob this man at gunpoint. No, that's insane, dude. You sold all 29.
Yeah. So we did the catalog went out 2 weeks before to their kind of like collectors and things like that.
Okay. Kind of prepping them. So they have 2 weeks to look at them, and if they want to, pick theirs, what they might want these people who buy through the gallery, then they kind of have first priority. So what you want is when that door first opens, and then now you just have kind of like people coming off the street, regular people coming in, like, cool, like, who's this now? Because they don't really know me. Maddox can tell their clients about me, but to these new people on opening night, you want to be able to say like, oh, you like that? Well, it's sold out. You got to wait till next year. You got to get on our list now. That's like the dream situation for the gallery to have, because now they're waiting, and these people with money, they're just like, well, how can I pay more? And I'll just get something now. They're waiting.
Yeah.
So Maddox is waiting. The people with money are waiting. Okay. So, now, refresher course. It's been a couple of months since you've been in the studio. Who is Maddox again? Can you refresh my memory?
Yeah. Maddox Gallery was a gallery started in 2015 by Jay Rutland and John, and they have 3 galleries in London, which I showed at their Westbourne Grove location, really close to Notting Hill, because that was their biggest gallery, so they put me in there because we had the most works.
Is that where the Queen used to live? That's Buckingham Palace.
Yeah,
I don't think that's how that works.
What's Nottingham Hill?
Notting Hill?
Yeah, Notting Hill. Is that a neighborhood?
Yeah, there's like movies about it.
Yeah, I feel like have you heard of it?
Notting Hill? Yeah, but the fucking Queen didn't live there. What are you?
Buckingham Palace. I got them fucked up, but
Buckingham, Notting Palace Hill.
That the Queen passed away.
Tomato, potato.
I think 10 days or something before our show, and then the city was shut down for a week.
I forgot that she died. Rest in peace, dude. I should have done her death.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
It was pretty.
But the city
shut. Not excited. It was pretty chill.
I mean, it was a big deal. Holy shit.
He said it. It was chill.
I think the death itself. I actually have no idea how
she went out. She went out like a fucking champ, dude. No, help yourself, dude. I'm fucking.
What is it? Sunday night?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. So I'll take one. So you Notting Hill. That's where the spot was at.
Yes.
Oh, dang, dude. And it's like you were saying, it's a neighborhood. It's not like a industrial area.
No. It's very nice. Yeah, neighborhood.
Very neighborhoody.
Apartments and coffee shops and stuff like that.
Okay, like cobblestone. God bless you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome, dude. Fucking act like you've been here before, dude.
Act like I know what's going on.
Yeah, man. That was always my favorite. You win any sports game and you always celebrate. And people are always like, hey, why don't you fucking act like you've been here before? Dude? Sorry, dude. I don't win very often.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't have that experience tons. We never really won any big games.
Dude, we're all 3 wearing beanies, dude. How about that?
It's fucking cold outside.
It's cold. For sure, dude.
It's comfy up in here, though.
It's like 70 degrees up in this attic that we're in. Yeah. So you're in Notting Hill, man. It's not industrially. It's kind of neighborhoody apartments and stuff. Cobblestone, I'm probably imagining. There's
probably lives there.
Probably some really pretentious fucking English people drinking fucking hot tea and eating cookies with it for some reason. That's kind of what I'm picturing in my head.
Yeah.
Did you make a lot of English connects while you were up in there, dude? You meet a lot of English folks that kind of
definitely, yeah.
Maybe gave you a foot in another door somewhere, or
possibly. I mean, they were all English and stuff like that. So I got to meet a lot of the collectors who bought from that show. So that was really nice to have, that handshake and face to face.
I didn't think about that, but obviously we're talking about people with a lot of money. So I guess probably a lot of the people you met probably weren't even really English. Like people are probably traveling around and coming here.
Yes. Yeah. So one traveled from South Korea.
Sick, dude.
Yeah. And
hey, they're still in it too, by the way. in the World Cup.
The FIFA.
Yeah, dude, they're still in the World Cup.
What round are we in?
I think we're in like the
almost over?
final, the Elite Eight. If you want to,
Okay.
I don't know. I'm like stuck on college basketball.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Oh, there's no trash can there. Psych. But yeah, I think we're in the Elite Eight. South Korea's still in it, and Japan's still in it. Anyways, sports aside, but South Korea, that's a hell of a travel. So he comes all the way from South. Was this someone that you knew before? Because you have connections in South Korea.
I did not know him personally, but I showed a canvas with Maddox at Seoul, South Korea.
Yeah, this was
a month and a half before the London show. I
Yeah.
showed one canvas, and then he bought that, and then was like, I love this so much. I need to meet the artist, and he just flew in, and then I don't know if it was like
Sick.
his agent or something. Like at the show, he came up. He's like, "Hey, I got someone to meet here," and I was like, "Hey, what's up?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I bought that piece." I was like, "Oh, awesome!"
What's up?
Yeah, I was like, what do you?
We should get a drink. And
I was like, what are you doing here?
Was it like that when you met him? You were like, "Oh, hey," and he was like, "No, I bought your piece. I'm from South Korea," and you were like, "Oh, hey."
Yes,
was
yes,
it like
yes,
that?
it
I
was,
bet
yeah.
I bet it was, dude.
because you probably met a bunch of people that
So
day.
many people, yeah. And
Yeah.
I was like, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, "I came for the show." And I was like, "This show?" And he's like, "Yeah, I flew in yesterday." I was like,
That's awesome, dude.
I almost felt bad. I was like, "I hope you didn't spend too much money."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah, that's insane, dude. I don't know, man.
Dude,
There's
what an
something.
impression that you
So
made.
I don't know if I mentioned this the first go around, but like I work for South Koreans. They're
You
fuck-
said it on the last. I heard
did?
your guys'
Did I?
podcast. You
dude.
said it on
Okay,
there.
South Koreans,
You gave him love.
they're fucking sick. Like they're dope.
yeah.
One thing I've learned to hate about South Korea: fish sauce. Fucking keep it over there, dude.
What do you put that on?
I fucking whatever,
I'm
dude.
assuming some sort of fish.
Well, we
but-
have a couple that work at our plant here in town, dude, and they fucking reheat their lunch, which smells great in the microwave. And then it
Yeah.
comes out, and then they open that goddamn bottle of fish sauce,
Ooh.
dude. It nukes the whole floor.
Is it like a tartar sauce or like?
No, it's like a fucking fish sauce.
the stuff you get at Long John Silver's that you
No.
put on?
It's like a.
That stuff kind of has a stench
You can
to it.
only
It does.
buy it at an Asian grocery store. Fish sauce, dude. It is like napalm in your. It is like nasal napalm.
Boom.
Just
Yeah.
burns your hair out. I haven't waxed or
Yeah.
shaved or anything.
You haven't
Clean,
had to.
clean, dude. Like a baby's bottom in here.
I kind of. I mean, have you ever tasted it?
No, and a
worth the taste.
girl at work who's big into like Asian cuisine, we talk shit every time they pull out that stupid fucking fish sauce, but it ruins the whole floor.
Yeah.
But she was like, "Well, you should give it a shot. You should give it a shot. It's one of those things that tastes better than it smells." I'm like, bullshit. And honestly, I'm not even getting close enough to even taste this thing, dude. It's awful, dude. But yeah, but other than the fish sauce, South Koreans fucking sick. Big fan of them, dude. I got a couple of buddies that actually work over there. So big shout out and my buddies over there. So dude
Heck
comes
yeah.
he flies all the way to London, which is not a cheap flight, by the way.
Not at all.
Yeah.
No.
And I can't even imagine. I don't know what it's like flying out of South Korea to Europe, but so he makes the trip or the trek rather to come meet you. That's sick, dude.
Yeah.
And are we allowed to say his name? Can you say his name? I don't know. Is this like,
Can you say his name?
I don't know. Well, let's not.
I'm not going to. Yeah.
But I just want to know, like, can you enunciate his name? Or
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
that's what Wes was.
it was
like.
a no.
It was a no.
I asked, I think, twice, and then I was just like, I'm going to let it slide.
I've met a couple. So I've met a couple, and at our work here in town, like we give them American names. So that's how bad it is. Like they
well, it's
know
a different type of speaking.
they know
It's
their
just-
names are hard to say. Like one of ours is Gangwoo San Yang. Ganyu Yang Wan Sang Yang or something. Like he's got like 9 syllables, 14 vowels, and you know what I mean? I'm just like, it's too much. So the Gang Yang Wan Sao guy, we call him Gary.
Okay, yeah, that makes
Way
sense.
better. 2 syllables.
He's probably
dude.
like, hey,
Gary.
this is great. One word, and we're all moving on. You know, past the whole name thing. For him, it's probably always like a fucking thing.
And I wonder if like South Korea looks at us like lazy fucks, but then also like, are we lazy fucks or are we just really fucking efficient? Okay.
Yeah.
So
That's
fucking,
true. I don't know.
before you guys come at me with being dumb and fucking uncultured swine, I'm just really fucking efficient.
With the one word name.
It's true. Yeah, dude. That's why we have names like Bo and Dave and fucking, I don't know, some other stupid fucking American names.
Yeah.
I like to bash Americans as much as I do other countries as well. Probably more so, actually, because, we suck. So this guy comes all the way out, meets you. Was everything you thought it'd be? And this is the first time you met him, right?
Yeah.
You've never spoken to him or anything.
And I don't even know, half the people who buy them, really. I mean, they're just collectors through the gallery and stuff like that.
That's crazy. So are they like gallery... I wanted to say fuck boys right off the rip, but that doesn't sound good. If they have a lot of money, no, are they like gallery followers? Like, do they follow Maddox exclusively? Like, are they fanboys? That's the word I was thinking of. Fanboys.
They're definitely like a step up from like me. Like I get I'm on the email list.
Maddox?
Yeah, but I don't get. I get like what's going on this week. I don't get.
You don't get the catalog before the show.
Exactly. So they're a step up from that, So I don't know what you would describe that as.
Dude, if they're okay, so if these folks that are buying Cooper's pieces for Maddox are like on the 50-yard line, like front row 50-yard line, you're not even in the same goddamn city.
Not the game. Hell no, dude. No, dude. I'm getting updates on my phone.
They're like 14 steps above you, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
I like how you're like, they're a step above me. They're like one step above. Like, no, dude, they're not even close.
That's true.
Not even close, dude.
I'm sure. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
You forget. We're poor,
I'm out of the
dude.
stadium. Yeah, I'm gone.
That's exciting, man. So what else? Okay, so you move all 29 pieces. You met the guy that bought your piece that you showed in Seoul. And then how did you show that piece in Seoul again? Seoul, am I saying that right? Seoul?
Pretty
South
sure.
Korea?
It's spelled
Seoul?
different than S.
Soeul.
There's an E in there.
Yeah, Souel, Soeul, something like that.
Yeah.
How did you show that piece though? I can't remember because you don't have like an agent, do you?
No. I mean, the gallery.
Maddox
represents you.
Represents me. That's kind of all the same thing. You know what I mean?
So they're like,
they're just like, hey, we have an art fair. We're taking 15 pieces. What are our best pieces? What are our hottest artists right now that are going to make a splash and make people stop by our booth? You want all of that. So I was, excited they chose one, and then we sold it. So.
That's fucking gnarly, man. And I'm just flabbergasted that the guy made the trip all the way from South Korea, not even to like purchase anything, just to like, it's such a thing that somebody, like, if I had millions of dollars, that's what I would do. I would buy a fucking guitar that was made out of like elephant tusks or something. Yeah. Be like, this thing, I would show all my friends, be like, look, this thing's fucking gorgeous.
Yeah. I
flew
gorgeous. All the way to...
Yeah, I flew all the way to fucking Mars to meet this guy. Yeah, he made it on Mars. And I fucking flew and I met him. He's fucking sick. I got his next piece. So is he going to buy more from you think?
I would think so. Yeah,
I hope so.
Everything from the show was
client, right?
That's the thing.
Maddox, I guess. Because he bought it from them. Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
God, I'm fucking envious of that. That you have that talent, dude. That's insane. So anyway, so you sell all 29 pieces. So what does Maddox say about that? Like, how did you? I guess. How does that compare to some of their other artists? I don't know. I don't know anything about like really the art world. I'm very stupid. Yeah, that's the word I think I'm looking for.
Yeah, no, it was.
So how did you perform compared to like some of their other artists? Because like if you go to their page again, that's maddoxgallery.com. They have tons of artists on here. Which your name is on here. You're one of their newer arrivals.
And a lot of this is going to be like different markets. So like you got Cause, you got Warhol, you got Keith Haring. That's on like a different kind of market to where those things are going on. So they don't have like shows because these guys are dead. So I'm considered an emerging artist that they're trying to now build up to be one of those other guys. You know what I'm saying?
100%. So and there you are right there. But anyway, so like compared to some of the contemporaries that Maddox kind of like represents, if you will, like how did you perform on their level? You don't.
1,600 euros for a goddamn poster these days. Holy shit.
It's a sick fucking poster.
First of all,
know you had a printout.
It's not a poster. It's a screen print.
He said that's not a fucking poster.
A 30-color
Sorry
screen
about that.
print.
You fucking uncultured piece of dude. Did you fucking invite this guy?
I don't know him.
Dude, I'm throwing out layman's terms over here, dude. Posters.
He said that's a fucking cool. That's a cool picture, Pa. Pa, look at the picture. You fucking
come up
turd. That's a cool poster, dude.
What is it? It's a
screen print.
It's a screen print, a 30-color screen print.
That's
So
intense, dude.
That's like,
What happens if I click on this? I'm not buying this. I don't have 1,600 euros.
oh, I wish.
Dude, me too.
So
gnarly.
when I was over there, we went to the screen printers where these are getting done. So they had one done, right? So you get this really nice piece of paper, and then you get the image
What's
and
a
stuff.
really nice piece of paper? Now, first off, I have a 2-part question.
Thick ass.
So what's a really nice piece of paper?
Yeah.
And then I'll let you answer that. And then my second part to that question is, how much experience in, obviously you have a fair amount of experience in canvas, but paper, which I am putting into a different genre, if you will. So what is super expensive paper? And then how much experience do you have with, like, quote, nice paper?
Yeah.
End
So
quote.
first one, the second one, I really don't know much about paper at the end of the day, you know. But and then it's just going to be thicker and nicer. It's going to be made with better materials. It's going to hold up more over the years.
So not
That's it.
like our t-shirts.
No.
But something much nicer. Okay, perfect. Because again, we're poor. Dude, I have a sock on right now that has a couple of holes in it. So that's where we're at.
I read the same wave. God bless you.
Dude, if you fucking
Ooh, I was late on that one, wasn't I?
tighten up.
Yeah.
Tighten up.
Dude. Gotta get back on this game here.
Bro, I fucking cannot believe I agreed to this. Dude, no, I'm so pumped that you're coming in, man. Like, I could do an interview by myself for sure. Like, obviously, Cooper and I would have crushed this.
Yes.
Dude, but I'm so pumped that you're here, man. I think that you're a really good fill-in. And then, no, you really are. And then, obviously, Thomas, we miss you. I can't wait for you to come back next week.
Yeah, dude.
So the really thick, nice paper, and then the machines that they print them on. What does that entail? I guess what you were explaining it, and then I cut you off.
Yeah, no, you're good. It was a whole big warehouse set up, and then you got all these people like putting paint down, and then like I'm probably the least educated to talk about this. This is my first screen print. I don't know shit about paper and stuff like that.
Interesting.
But 30 different colors go into every single print. So then you're going to put that, then you're going to clamp the thing down, and then you got to let that dry. You're going to move that over, and then you're going to bring that back to another machine with a different color and clamp it down. And they had one done when I got there, and it was a long ass process. So it's going to take, we're doing an edition of 50, and they said that's going to take about 5 months to get that done. Just 50 of them.
Whoa.
It takes 5 months to print 50 of your paintings.
Yeah.
Out of this printer.
Yeah.
Wow. It's actually not that much more efficient than you just painting like all of them yourself,
It's actually
you get twice as much done.
It's way less efficient than the American name Bo.
Yeah, dude.
I'll fucking tell you that.
Yeah, that is a good point.
So fucking get it right, England. No, I'm just joking. Damn, dude. So 5 months to do 50 paintings.
Well, the big thing
Or
is
50
like
prints.
if you're buying or something, right? There's people who only buy canvases. There's people who only buy prints and then sell them and trade them around with other people. There's only people who buy sculptures in this art world, right? So that's what they're like. So we don't want to.
And we call those people savages, I feel like.
The sculpture people?
No. I mean, just somebody that buy. Well, those too. No, but people that like buy stuff, like buy these rare pieces of art, and then they're like shifty and they're like bartering and they're like using them as currency. It's like Bitcoin before Bitcoin. It's like, chill the fuck out, guys. Like, it's art. Like,
we have a 2-year non-resale agreement though when you buy a piece from us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, or else because then you could just take it to.
Is that a common thing?
Yeah.
Really?
And then at some other bigger galleries, it could even be up to 5 or 10 years because you're.
Did you know about this?
I don't think so.
Because you can have a whole business of
buying art and reselling.
You buy my art for 20 grand, and then 2 months later, after I had the sold out show, it's my first show, and the market is very limited for my
Dry,
stuff,
if you will.
You could go to auction and then say maybe now sell it for 100.
Yeah,
right.
It's like
and then
makes
you make all
sense.
the money.
it's like Bitcoin before Bitcoin. That's essentially what it is. Yeah.
So that's why you have to have this, or there's animals out there who just do that.
I mean, they could literally come buy your whole gallery.
Yeah.
and
If
then
they
next
had the
week
money to do it,
show
yeah.
their own
Exactly. Yeah.
same show. And
Now, Cooper, I will have you know that if you do decide to do whiskey tonight, we're doing small batch 1792 Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. You're welcome to try some if you want.
I'm okay. Thank
It's
you.
not bad, man. It's really, really smooth. But
I would love a
It's
little
something you
one.
find in
you want a little one?
Yeah.
I'll hook you
Yeah.
up. Can I touch your ice? Is that weird?
No, that's fine. Touch my eyes.
Touch my ice.
Love
Touch
it,
my
dude.
ice. I'll probably just less than that.
That's straight up like that.
Okay.
That's
Get
good.
them out.
So anyway, I think that is a clear description of basically what Bitcoin is, man. Like seriously, like that would be a good business to run. No problem, man. It's not bad. It's not the best whiskey I've ever had, but it's not bad.
The thing about it is, it's an unregulated market.
Art?
Yeah.
I thought we were going back to Bitcoin.
That's the same. It's the same thing. So there's no rules
Yeah.
at any time.
But if they purchase something from you, they have to sign this.
Yes.
And it says you have to own this piece for 2 years.
Before selling to
anyone.
someone else, even a buddy, it has to stay in your
Interesting.
name.
Can they gift it? Now that's
an interesting question.
because if I gift it to my uncle and then my uncle sells it for $100K, and I say, "Hey, Unc, let me get 80."
It wouldn't fly.
I'm sure it transfers.
It would not
Yeah,
fly.
Like,
You
They
think
would.
so?
They would
there's
come
no
after you.
way.
Well, these are things you need to think about. Up and
Yeah.
coming,
Yeah.
because you are an up and coming artist. You did very well in London. I have high hopes for you, man. I'm pumped, man. I can't even believe that I know you, let alone Wes. I mean,
Hey,
I tell people that I know Wes, and they're like, "Yeah, I know Wes too." And then I'm like, "Yeah, but I know Cooper too." And they're like, "Who's Cooper?" And be like, "Yeah, exactly, you uncultured swine." Yeah, dude, I know people across the pond.
we've said this. Like, we've talked about this. I've talked about this about a billion people. Cooper is like the unnoticed gym. Not a gym's not a good word because gyms don't fucking do anything. But like,
Yeah, they're
he's like
worthless.
the unnoticed.
Dude,
Whoops.
dude, no, you're better than a gym. You're a fucking diamond.
Like something that lives around, but just doesn't get
Lizards.
noticed. But yeah, sure. But dude, this just amazing person doing amazing things that
Yeah,
no one
man.
seems. Dude, I'm not even gonna call the person out, but I sent his info about this show to a decent sized publication locally to talk about it, and I don't recall them mentioning anything about Cooper. Like it's like, how is this not a big fucking deal?
Is this like a news personality that you sent it to?
It's like a local culture magazine.
Uh,
But I'm not gonna talk. But because I really appreciate, like, they give me love on a lot of stuff. But like, it's just like, I just feel like locally everybody doesn't acknowledge what we have here. Like, how is there not a Cooper piece in the Evansville Museum?
well, first off, I feel like it happens with with anyone of talent that has ever come out of this town, which you are one. Don't let it get misconstrued. You are
Thank
one
you.
of top 10 people that have talent that have ever come out of this town. I'm very impressed with
you,
everything.
Don Mattingly.
I'm putting you in that same category. I'm
Hey,
dead
hey.
serious.
dude.
Bob
else?
Greasy,
Yeah.
Bob Greasy.
literally the 1972 undefeated Dolphins. Shout out.
Yeah.
He's still alive. I don't know how much
He was
longer.
born here.
He was born here. He went to Rex Mundy High School.
Yes.
Played football, won state all 4 years at Rex Mundy High School. Went on to play
Rex
college.
Mundy's kind of like a predecessor to Modern Day, right?
I believe so.
I think so too.
And then went on to play college football. Shock and all in college, and then went on to play for the Miami Dolphins. Crushed it out there. Don
Dude,
Mattingly.
That's back when football was like the Wild Wild West.
Yeah,
Like,
Don Mattingly. And then you've also got like who else came from here? Fucking I don't know famous wise. Oh, the guy that played in Queen. He's
that's
from
right.
here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not from here. He's from Turkey.
He went to
He's
U of E.
Turkish. He immigrated here to go to school at U of E.
Yeah.
But U of E, Evansville was like his first American town.
Yeah.
First American
Yeah.
dwelling, if you will. What is his name? Rami Malek.
Yeah, nice. Damn.
I'm fucking crushing it today, dude.
That's awesome.
I'm wasted,
Love
dude.
that, dude.
Fucking nailing it.
Holston
Holston
came out of here.
Who's Holston?
They just had
Holston.
a Netflix series.
Google him.
They just had a Netflix series about him like
He's,
2 months ago, but he was good buddies with Andy Warhol, and he had the big brand, which was Holston, and he was big time, hung out with Warhol, and super famous, had just a big clothing line, really.
With an A.
Yeah, H-A.
Oh, Halston.
Yeah, I think it's
I
Holston,
think it's pronounced Holston.
but it's
This guy?
Yeah, that guy. So
Fashion designer.
he was big time.
Let's go back. I didn't like that.
And you know what
Let's go
happened
back.
to him? He fucked up and
Died?
he signed. Well, he did die, but
Oh, he's dead.
he is dead now.
Rest in peace, Halston.
AIDS, I think, right? Or
Stud. Is this him in the middle here?
That's Warhol. That's Andy Warhol, and then he's on the left.
Oh, okay. I
So
was
they
gonna
were
say.
good buddies, but and just did cocaine for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for
Fuck yeah, bro.
like 40 years. But
okay, but if you could, clearly you would. You know what I mean? Like,
It'd be
if you
interesting.
made
slippery
it,
slope. Dude.
like if you made it though, like
Yeah.
if there's nothing, if you make it to a point to where like, okay, you don't have children, correct?
No.
Okay, I don't have children. You do. Okay, so you're fucked. You're out. So you and I, we make it one day, right?
Yeah.
And we make it to a level of Cooper, to a level of Greasy, to a level of Warhol that there is no Weinstein, Tarantino's. There's no way you're going back. You could fuck a nun in Times Square and still live the rest of your life comfortably. I'm doing coke sun up to sundown.
yeah, it's
If you make it to that level, there's nothing that you can. Dude, I'm doing whatever the fuck I want. I'm doing all the drugs. Literally, fucking Wolf on Wall Street, my life.
So Jordan Belfort.
Yeah,
Is,
and he's actually has a really great social media presence.
I just saw him in Miami because he's
Really?
really good buddies with Jay, who owns the Maddox Gallery. So he was there.
Shut up!
Just hanging out at the booth.
So
and
you met
posted
him?
on I just kind of said, "What's up?" And then Jay was like, "Hey, here," and I was like, "This," and he's just like, "Hi."
He's such
how's it
a
going?
weird guy, isn't he?
He was funny and kind
his
of
face
like
is always kind of like
yeah. He was like kind
a lot
of
of energy.
a lot of animation,
A lot of
type
coke?
things.
probably.
I mean,
You're.
I would assume.
once was at least.
I
right?
would assume. But
Did you ever watch Wolf on Wall Street?
I love that movie.
Wild flick.
I love that
great
movie.
movie.
And I don't know who the director was on it, but literally is like
Fantastic.
Leonardo
right,
killed it.
He's like right. It, obviously, star-studded cast. Like
Star-studded.
how could you go wrong? But then like up there with Tarantino's.
Oh yeah.
Tarantino, not Tarantino's. Gee, I keep doing that. Tarantino. He's like top dog. That movie crushes. That movie fucking rules. Yeah. Belfort, man, dude, like he was almost there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was almost at
there for a
Tarantino
minute.
level.
And then
He didn't quite make it. And then, like in the movie, they're on that sinking boat, and he's like, "Where's the fucking loads?"
Yeah.
It's like, dude, all right, you're losing the battle, bro. You got to focus on your fucking empire.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he fucking lost sight of his empire. But I feel like you get to Warhol, dude. I'm just doing, or Halston, Warhol, fucking, what are some other fucking crafty names that really made it? Epstein, whatever, dude. If you make it to that level, dude, if you make it to that level, sorry. Dude, if you make it to that level, you do whatever the fuck you want, man. Is that fucked up? That's too.
But-
soon.
Kind of.
I mean,
Did you watch the Ghislaine
I've seen
On
the new
Netflix?
ones. They just have a new one that came out.
Filthy Rich on
Yeah.
Netflix? Did
Yeah.
you watch the one about Ghislaine Maxwell?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
So fucking insane, dude.
Dude, I mean,
Savage. You want to?
she
Savage,
was a savage. She learned so much from her father.
Yeah.
And then when he
I
got
know,
thrown off a boat and died, she was looking, and I think kind of what they were saying was maybe a lot of her money and stuff was not there.
God bless you.
And then she was kind of looking for another person,
Yeah.
like her father.
The creepy like relationship. I don't like saying the R word, and I don't mean retarded.
Yeah. I was gonna say. Okay.
Mm.
I'll bleep it. I don't like saying that word, but it has like I've known people that have gotten in trouble for that, and it's like not like personal. Like I've just been around guys that have like I've seen it happen, And it's like that weird relationship that a father and a daughter have in that weird scenario is a lot like what they had.
You think that could have been?
I don't know.
There was definitely something weird about it. There was, when you watch, they had multiple videos out in the past year, and it was like, whoa, like there's something, obviously they can't give away all the secrets, but I mean,
strange.
Yeah.
And then
she said like he had to have 3 orgasms a day.
No, that was Jeffrey Epstein, not her father.
I don't
know how many orgasms her father had to have a day.
5.
Yeah, he was even busier.
So she was actually doing, better with Epstein than with her dad.
Right,
but they said in that,
that's so fucked up, dude. I don't condone this behavior, but if you watch the Filthy Rich Ghislaine or Ghislaine, however you say her real name, they say it like
Ghislaine.
No, they say
Ghislaine.
No, it's Ghislaine. I think it's
Ghislaine.
Whatever. They say it 100 times.
Nobody even in the documentary seemed to know.
No, they did. They said it correctly because it's French. Or no. They're Jewish from Italy, I think. Jewish from Italy. But however you pronounce the Jewish name from Italy, Gislean, whatever. I think it's Hulain or Hylan, whatever. If you watch that film on Netflix, dude, you'll see what I'm saying. Like, creepy. Her and her dad, creepy.
And then he gets thrown off a boat.
Yeah, dude.
Right, mysteriously.
That's her uncle, fucking Uncle Gary, doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Shout out to Uncle Gary.
And then it looked like she really wanted to like actually be with Epstein, but apparently she could not satisfy Epstein, and like
because
that's kind.
Pissed.
Well, right. But I'm saying like that's why she just kept staying in and was like, "Hey, like I'll fuck you, but I'm gonna go get you whatever else you want because I want to stay here and do the jets and live in the houses and just like."
Dude, just think about like a scheduling type of thing. Like think about how much time there is in the day. Like she was probably spending like half her day out like fishing for young girls.
Her whole day.
Think about that. It's like, what are you doing?
If she's fishing for 3 separate women to satisfy an orgasm throughout the duration of the day, and maybe she's giving.
Think about how long it takes somebody to find one girl,
and then
like
maybe she's giving him an orgasm. So 4 in the day. So she's got to take time to fucking give him an orgasm. There goes 2 hours. There goes an hour of your day. Then find 3 of these bitches out here that you got to go. That's terrible, but you get it. Find 3 of these young women.
What he means, but
yeah, you get it.
Yes.
Go find 3. Yeah, but dude, it's just like more than half her day, her whole existence.
Dude. And what's he on the FaceTime with Bill Gates, and then he's like, "All right, I'm gonna go get a quick hand job or something." You know, like what did the day? Like, what was going on, dude?
I feel like
God, I barely get anything done in a day.
I hope you make it to millionaire. I really do. I hope you don't make it to billionaire because I'm scared for what happens at that point. Like planes, young women,
Social
islands. It gets weird. Yeah. Social media companies, you turn into an alien or a robot or a combination of the two.
Shooting rockets.
Dude, it's Willy Wonka and the Charlotte Factory, or Charlotte Chocolate Factory. You get it, Charlotte Johansson. You get it. Yeah. No, man, but yeah, I hope you make it, dude. Seriously, but I hope you don't make it that far because you make it that far, you just start doing fucking whatever kind of shit you want to do, and it's bad for you. It's bad for the human. I feel like it's bad for the human.
Thing
the mind. It's bad for the human psyche, human psyche. So where do you so Maddox in London goes better than you thought it would, not as well as you thought it would, or as you thought it would? What do you think?
Well, this was my first, to sum it up. Yeah, this was my first gallery experience, so I had no like expectations except hopefully it all sells out. Hopefully I get to meet great people and the great clients, and it all sold. I was there. I mean, as soon as I walked in the door, people were pulling me this way to talk. Hey, I bought this piece. Let's go talk about it. I'm telling, all of these people about the story and how they came together. I mean, it was like a dream, I mean, you couldn't ask for anything more.
It wasn't like overwhelming, like all the people that were like, yeah, this way. Yeah,
it was, way. But it was fun. I enjoyed it because I had done the work. And
then I
could just freely talk about it. You know what I mean? It wasn't like stressful or anything. I knew what I did, and I put in the work.
So who, I guess, short of Sir, who will remain unnamed, dude. I'm telling you, I'm feeling it today.
Dude, that's totally
I'm
cool.
buzzed.
You're doing a great job.
I'm surprised I'm holding it together this well. I'm really sorry.
No, you're doing a great job.
But anyway, so short of the gentleman from South Korea, who you were a huge fan of meeting, that was a phenomenal experience. I'm sure I can't even imagine, right? Like some dude halfway across the world.
A wormhole on the other side of Earth.
But short of him, like who was the next? What'd you think about that wine, by the way?
I like it.
Not bad.
I've been drinking that with my mom for a while.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You said that.
Yeah.
Well, I knew you liked Sweet Red. I bought Barefoot just in case.
Yeah.
Dude, you should have his mom on the podcast sometime. She'll
Turn
talk
up,
your
dude.
fucking ass off.
Dude, she's
a baller.
She'd drink 3 of those and talk your ear right off.
But dude, she's
Joke's
like,
on you. I'll buy 4, dude. It's gonna get.
She probably
fucking
would have
weird.
like some good stories. And
She
stuff.
would
like,
have great stories.
But like,
I'll tell you about
she's
the
a
time I
personality.
gave Charlie Chapman a hand job.
Hey, she did go to.
I'm joking. No, I don't mean
Her
that about your
famous
mother.
story is she went to Indiana State with Larry Bird.
Just fucking shout out to the
and
Sycamores, baby.
he held the door open for her somewhere at the library or something.
Yeah, but she
I heard
said
the story.
he just wasn't. You just couldn't look at him for long, you know. So
What
she
a
had to keep
good-looking
walking.
guy.
That's so funny that she was like, he was not my type.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking Larry fucking Bird.
He didn't. By the way, he didn't.
Celtics all-time defensive player of the year.
He didn't used to own the Pacers, though. Okay, nothing was for sure at 19.
I get it, dude. But yeah, it's so funny. He's just not my type. Shut up, you pretentious bitch. It was Larry Bird. It was Larry goddamn Bird. I could have played in the NBA. Dude, if she would have had you with Larry Bird, I'm just
I know.
Yeah, he
Dude,
was already good at basketball, so just imagine him being like 7 foot.
Dude, and I have to come out and apologize again. The first time we met, I accused you of being 5'9".
No, it's okay.
We started talking about, I don't know if you recall or not.
How tall are you?
We were talking about high school sports, and I had mentioned, I was like, so how tall? I was like 5'9", and you were like, well, I'm 6 foot. And I was like, sorry, I'm 5'8". I got to take it out on everybody because I'm a little guy, dude.
Yeah.
So
You don't seem like you're 5'8".
I'm 5'8.5", actually.
Okay,
So-
the beanie adds at least another 2 inches, dude.
I think I'm actually probably 5'11", but you just get around it.
Yeah, my wife's 5'10", but like standing next to her, like me at 5'8.5" and her at 5'10", like you really can't tell. I don't know that she's truly 5'10". She might be like 5'9".
Yeah.
But we're like basically the same height. She would get schooled in the paint though, straight up. Like she wouldn't stand a chance. No, but I just had to formally apologize for accusing you of being 5'9". But
No, it's
yeah, man, we learned a lot about you in the first episode. We knew the London trip was coming up, and we're following up on it. It went splendid. So I never made it to my question. Short of meeting the guy from South Korea, Jesus Christ, long-winded way to get to this question. Who was the number one person that sticks in your mind that you met that day in at that show at the gallery in London?
yeah. So probably a gentleman named Paul. And
Shout out to Paul.
Yeah, Paul. He probably bought my favorite piece titled "Come Over," and it was one of my.
Now, can I find a picture of this while you're talking?
I have not
Is it
actually
possible?
posted this canvas yet because I've got everything planned out with color wise on my Instagram
on
and everything
Instagram.
like that.
And do you?
But you can pull up Instagram and you can see kind of the stereo, the vibe of what it's similar is. But I'll get into the story.
Go ahead.
He was standing there and he had reached out on DM, so I kind of knew what he looked like. So I went over and he was like, I knew which piece he bought and he was standing in front of us. So I was like, great to meet you, and everything. And he was like, oh man, I love it so much. So if you go down just a little bit more, let's see, down, more. One more.
Like a
that
fucking
to the right, that one.
Mhm.
It's kind of like that one, just flipped in reverse. The image is flipped in reverse, and the stereo is red, and it really pops out. So,
Oh damn! Yeah, because I could see how the carpet and the housing of the stereo unit would kind of like blend together. But if you bust it with like a red,
yeah,
then
it really
you're-
pops
Then
out.
you're popping this frame right here
Yeah.
with this star right here, and like the books and stuff. Like the red is gonna bring it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
So hey,
And
there's
I like this a lot as well, though. Too.
Paul Drayton right there. He commented. That's him.
Is this him?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Should we?
Click on him.
Oh yeah, we can. So why butter? He said why butter? Question mark! Exclamation point! Looky face. I'm intrigued after learning about Come Over. exclamation point, love face. So we'll click on, here we go. Paul, if I can.
Okay, so a quick fun fact about Paul.
Uh-huh.
Him and his husband got married and ordained by Adele. So Adele is one of his best friends.
Fucking ass. Are you shitting in my mouth right now? I fucking love
That is so
Adele.
funny.
Yeah, dude.
You know, and
She's the best.
I like her less now that she lost all that weight. I have to go on record saying that. It feels forced by some sort of stigmatic fucking bullshit in the industry. She was beautiful before. I would rather have married her before. That being said, her new album is fire. Also, shout out Taylor Swift. Good luck. But Adele is crushing it. Dude, I fucking love female artists. I do. I'm flabbergasted. And Adele's one of my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
She's very harmonious, very, very classical feeling. She's just robust in sound and used to be in style. But dude, I swear to God, man, I love Adele. That's crazy. Him and his husband were ordained, married by Adele.
Yeah.
Fucking, what does this asshole do for a living?
He's into
I'm already fucking irritated by this guy. Dude, I'm so fucking jealous.
Says he's an actor.
He's an actor? Actor comedy.
maybe so, yeah.
He could teach me a thing or two.
Yeah. So
I like this
I
picture.
met him. So he was telling me a little bit about that. And so what he did in his home, I think he posted just a story so far. So what he did in his home in London is took a room and in handfuls of my canvases, I have kind of this like wavy diamond pattern that I kind of just freely paint in a lot of them. Just a fun diamond pattern.
Yeah.
So he went and took that pattern and got his own wallpaper done in this room of my thing. So it's all of this like Cooper diamond wallpaper. He put these nice couches in there, and then he bought an old print that I did 2 years ago, my first print, has that up, and then he bought the canvas specifically for this side, and now he turned this house or this room into his house into a Cooper room.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what he was showing me photos, and I was like, that's nuts.
Damn, it's like a
So-
like a fan.
Yeah,
Like a legit.
Dude, this is like that is tremendous. So you meet Paul and he buys a piece of, like we just saw earlier, the this guy right here.
The stereo,
If
yeah.
I could fucking get my page to unzoom. But the stereo one. So he buys that, and then do you guys have a discussion on like how the piece was made? Like, do you sit and talk a while, or like
Yeah, for sure. He
you get
wants
to
to
know him really well?
For sure, yeah. We're DM all the time, back and forth, and then so I was just telling him
crazy.
the materials I used and the layering and just how this came into play. This where the oranges are from, where stuff like that. So then now he can go back to his house and have buddies over and say, now this goes there. They want to talk about it.
This is what he said. This is what he
Yeah.
told me about this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
That's intriguing. So, okay, and that brings up a good question. So, like, through this banter, which what I feel like is most of it, you're just like meeting these people and they're like pretentious and they're like, I'll take
But
it.
he was very just
No,
relaxed,
and
chill.
I'm
but
not saying that
some
Paul
of them
was.
are
Yeah, no. But
for sure.
you have these people that are just like, let's say the queen, God rest her soul. Let's say the queen walks into a room and she's like, I like this piece because it speaks. Shut up. You just want it because it's worth $1 million or whatever. We get it. But like talking to those kind of people, talking to the average person, talking to the person that genuine, like Paul, the other Pauls and Paul alike, like what's your favorite question that you got during that gallery? And then what's like your least favorite question that you got that you were just like, come on, like, or maybe not even a question, maybe a comment. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, the worst one was like, I had a couple of people like, you just don't want to hear it, right? It's your own creation. It's like, well, what is it? I don't get it. Like, what, and then it's just like,
You're like, I don't like. Why are you here, dude?
Yeah,
There's
it's
like
like,
a million
you
other
don't
things to do
have
in
to
London
be here
tonight. Yeah, like
right now.
we're celebrating my show tonight. Like, if
Yeah.
you don't like it, there's a
And then you're going to,
door.
everyone wants to know, well, how long did it take? What's the inspiration?
Yeah.
Because everyone has new inspiration. So you're going to say that. You're going to say it to everyone 500 times over.
Yeah.
So this was actually at Art Basel, which I was just at Art Basel.
I was
and got
just
back from
pulling
today.
something up as a follow-up question, but to go on, sorry, I shouldn't have distracted you.
No, you're good. So the
worst question was what, though?
The worst is just like,
What is this?
what is this? I don't get it. And then like a kind of like a shitty attitude. It's like, I don't like.
I don't see. Okay, so
What does it matter if you don't like it? Just move the fuck on or leave. I don't care.
the one thing that I credit you with, and then I love your art. It reminds me of like 90s cartoons, and I think you do that maybe intentionally or maybe intrinsically. I haven't figured that out quite yet, and I don't know that I've asked you really, but it reminds me of like a 90s cartoon set. You know what I mean? Like Hey Arnold or like. Or Rugrats or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Very Rugratty.
Playful.
But I like it because it's nostalgic. It takes me back to a certain place in my life. So I hold this at a high value. Like what I would offer for this if I had the money, it would be some ridiculous number. But I'm trying to think of the point I was going to make though. For somebody to say, that's the point I was going to make. For somebody to say like, what is this? Like that person is 50 or older. Has probably way too much money, didn't grow up with manners, and has probably been, I don't know. I don't want to make too many assumptions, but like, I feel like your art speaks to me. And if I'm making assumptions, I feel like it speaks to a lot of like 30 to 40-year-olds, maybe 20-year-olds, if they're like retro, I don't know, like,
I feel like
hipster.
It speaks to people who are like happy people. You know what I'm saying?
It has a very good vibe about it.
But like, to some asshole, they might be like, what is this? Happy shit you got.
Like,
like
dude,
what
you were
are you know?
Yeah, you were alive.
Happy or what? Like, what the fuck? Like,
Those people were probably alive during Vietnam, and I'm like, dude, I'm sorry that you're hurting still, but like, the towers went down. You get it? Like, we're fucking barely making it, so fucking chill out, dude. I love your shit, man. And then the best question that you got. What was the best one that you got?
The best question. Let's see.
Or the best comment, but short of Paul, because obviously I'm sure Paul just showered you.
Yeah.
And then the guy from South Korea. So short of those two, what was the best that you got that was just like, or best anything, like comment, question, anything?
Yeah.
Does one stick out?
You want to hear, positive feedback of like, oh my God, I love it. I love the colors. It speaks to me, those kind of simple things that really do mean a lot every single time you hear it. Like you don't get ever tired of hearing like, for you, the band's like, man, I love this song. But it's like,
fucking rock, dude.
You don't want to have the band be like, yeah, this person heard a song. They're like, what the fuck was that? Like, I don't get it. And it's like, well, just listen to something else then.
Exactly. Yes.
So, I would just say the thing that sticks out the most is just continuing to hear positive feedback, because now I'm in a place like that I'm working so much and I'm painting so much and trying to find new ideas that it's just like, and it's all kind of the same realm. And it's like you're trying to find new ways to represent that. So when you do each time, it's just good to get that feedback. So it's not like, hey, dude, like you already did this, move on to something else. You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah, 100%.
Dude, what's funny is like, that's like life. Like somebody will give you a comment on something you did that was like really nice. And it like in the moment, you're like, this is good. I need to remember this. And then like 3 days goes by and you're like, God damn it, what did they compliment me about it specifically? You forget. But then, dude, somebody says something to you when you're 11 years old, like, hey, you need to lift more weights, like some bullshit.
Hey, your teeth look funny.
Forget it.
Yeah.
Like you will never. I remember getting our basketball coach, who was our mutual coach. Him and Drew were real close. Drew was his point guard, and Drew worked his ass off for him. But I remember one time he was also our weight coach. I'm in there, dude. I'm just doing the usual, I don't know, 45s on both sides. I don't know. It was like some like safe amount of weight that I was over there just doing during weight class. I remember him walking up to me, and he was always really cool with me. And then this day he was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Are you ever gonna get stronger doing? You do the same weight every damn class." It's like, you're not gonna get stronger, dude. What was I? Probably 15. It has not left my memory.
I don't care who you
I
are.
can see his fucking face. But someone gives me a compliment yesterday, I forgot all about it.
Right.
100%.
The positive goes out. It becomes this jumbled mess.
Yeah, the negative stays
does not.
home.
One person could say, "What is this?" But you met 400 people that day, but you remember this one dipshit who said, "What is this?"
Yeah, what is this? Fucking alleyway all-time ass play? And it's like, no, Uncle Gary, this is fucking art. No, man, I dig it. I really do think that it comes from, and I hate speculating about anybody that does anything artistic, be it music, the physical realm, sculpture, whatever you do that's like creative. I would hate for someone, if it were me, and I'm like a singer-songwriter, because obviously I fucking bang, dude. You get it?
Dude, I've heard you sing.
That fucking Alvarez, dude.
You sang
dude, that fucking
Katy Perry one.
dude, that Alvarez goes fucking hard.
Yeah, dude, it's a big body guitar.
But obviously, you know, like I could make it if I wanted to. And I would hate for somebody to be like, dude, you sound like fucking Toby Keith if he fucked Adele's brother or something. And I would be like, you know what? That would be disheartening to me.
Yeah.
So like I would hate to like, so please don't take the Rugrat thing or like 90s cartoon as an insult. I hate
don't.
that.
I actually take it as
Probably
a
were
positive.
kind of into it. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate it. I hate that I do that, but I meet so many creative people on this show that like I do that just intrinsically. I try not to, but like
But that's not a bad thing. Like
it sucks to be put in a box.
That's just your
Yeah.
perception.
Yeah.
Subjective opinion.
Yeah, exactly. And that's not like good or bad, but you're actually very true because I am a 90s kid. I was born in 92. I grew up watching cartoons till I was a fucking senior in high school. I'd wake up and eat cereal and watch SpongeBob and just like
100%.
Hey Arnold, all of that stuff. So like
Me too, dude.
my mom would walk. I remember in the morning she'd walk in and be like, Andrew, you ever gonna grow up? And, no. Like I always loved cartoons and that.
No,
so like
get
this
out of
is
my room right
Immediately,
now.
Yeah.
he's like, no, and
Yeah.
yes, I know rent's due next week. Okay, fucking get out of my room. She's like, you're 32, you need to move out. All right, whatever, dude. Get the fuck out of here, mom. No, I used to say that shit to my mom, dude. I lived with my mom when I was like 26. It's fucking terrible.
yeah.
Gosh.
Dude, and I'm sure you've been in those shoes before, but like there's nothing worse than like being an adult and living with your parent or parents.
I went to college and then I moved away forever, but then I would come home for like Christmas when I lived in LA or something, and then I'm staying there for like
Terrible.
7 days. It's like, this is hell.
Yeah.
Just even those 7 days. It's just you want to do what you
You
want.
just think, but yeah, dude.
You
I mean,
know.
at this point, well, and hell, everything's different. You got your own place, but like,
Yeah.
yeah, dude, I know, man. Yeah, it's been.
Now you're not living downtown anymore, right?
Yeah.
You're still down there?
Yeah.
You still have your place downtown in Evansville? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the one
Sick
thing I did
place.
want to bring up, that's what the last time he explained it, he was like, yeah, it's fucking dope. It's downtown. It's a townhouse. It's like, dude, what do you pay? Like $9,000 a fucking week to live there?
Yeah.
It's fucking retarded.
That's why I got to work so much.
That's why we never see him, dude.
I know.
He's cooped up in that place.
Coop's cooped.
Yeah.
Cooper's cooped. No, but that being said, so I know the last time we talked, you were kind of like iffy on if you're staying in Evansville. Are you coming? You going? You leaving? You staying?
Yeah.
L.A., Miami. Is
Yeah.
your recent landing in Miami maybe kind of indicative of where you might be headed, or what's up? What's happening with that?
Yeah. So I was just there for 3 days right now. And yesterday I was ready to, get out of there and come home, like.
Miami's a unique place.
Miami, it's like it's fun to go and like have an art show, maybe do a little partying or something. But like I'm good on living there, and it's not actually the biggest market for painters and stuff. I know they have the Latin singing market that I used to work for at the record label there, but like it's
They
different.
got a lot of like the murals.
They do a lot of more like Wynwood with like street art and stuff that I don't really.
Yeah.
I've moved my kind of brand and business to the gallery world.
A more
So it's
classic on texture.
Yeah. But
And yeah, Miami's more like in the like cocaine trafficking field.
Yeah.
And like pit bull party scene. No.
yeah,
DJ Khaled.
I love Miami so much. I only
Yeah,
talk
dude.
shit because I love that. Dade County will forever, like, I know it sounds so great in my head to be like, I'm moving to Miami. I'm just going to fucking live there. And as soon as I get there, I know I start doing coke and like become homeless.
Yeah.
So like, I know that Miami, like if you've ever visited there, it's great. And you probably like, oh, this is a dream, because it is. But yeah, shout out to Miami, dude. But to answer the question though, what's in the future for you? Have you made a decision yet, or are you just kind of like still on standby?
No, I mean, I know I've brought it up to him multiple times this year of like, I feel like I want something new just because of, with the rollout of the show, like I hit up all the newspapers multiple times. I hit up everyone. No one would give me any promotion, no kind of like shout outs around town for me, or just like other artists to see like, hey, you can be a painter and still live here. And like, you don't have to show at Artswin downtown. You can like show anywhere, with the technology and just posting your photos online. So the only other place that I would probably go would just be LA, because I've lived there before, right? I don't know anything about New York. I've never been there. I know it's big in the art and stuff, but that would be...
They're huge, and especially like new contemporary art.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be somewhere that I'm interested in as of now. So we were actually supposed to go to LA next week, but after this week and just kind of like after everything, the show and stuff, like, I think I'm just kind of good right now. So like we canceled the trip next week. Oh. And then we're just going to get a cabin.
What trip next week?
Well, Tabitha and I, my girlfriend, we're going to go to LA and look at a couple studios. Yeah. And Maddox Gallery is having a big show with one of their other artists. So I was just going to be like time that up and show my face and stuff. But I just got home. I did the Art Basel pieces. I just got back today and like I'm just kind of like burned out and cooked right now. So like I don't want to go anywhere. And it's just, I think with the power of media and technology now, when you have good work and put that out in the best way possible, that's going to shine no matter what kind of artistry that is. That's going to shine now. You don't have to be living in a specific place anymore, right?
No, and I was actually going to make that point though.
Yeah.
I was actually very concerned the last time we spoke about a month ago, because you were like at the end of the show, I don't remember if it was during the show or after show talking, but you were like, I don't know where I'm going to be.
Yeah.
I'll know more when I see you next time. And I was like, I need to ask him.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I was kind of bummed. I was like, man, Cooper's going to leave us, dude.
Dude, I could see Cooper having...
Dude.
Same with myself. Like, well, I'll probably be here but like, I could see Cooper.
Dude, you're for sure gonna die here. I'm joking.
Dude, oh fuck.
He's like, oh no, dude. No, I'm joking.
But I could see Cooper having a home base here forever. Yeah, one more or two, depending on how long this shit goes.
Whatever you want.
Could I get one of those bush lights?
Yeah, 100%.
But I could see Cooper having a lifetime base here, even if you live other places or you spend. Because I feel like if Coop's like, I got to do 6 canvases for
God bless you. God bless you.
This cap was R-worded.
Dude, you've been out of the can game for too long.
I've been on the wine, dog.
Dude, I've been on this red bottle game, dude.
Court game,
dude.
But I could see you always having a spot in Evansville. But if he's got to do a run of canvases in Seoul, he might be like, I'm gonna be in Seoul for 5 months. I'll be back.
100%.
But like
100%.
Evansville's affordable. He could have like a spot here.
That's the great thing about here.
Yeah.
Land is
still
cheap.
live in other. He might have a house out.
Yeah. Dude,
who fucking knows?
That's a fun fact. Do this. I highly suggest both of you do this. And actually, more so probably you, because you've been to probably more mansions, I think, than probably Wes. If I had to gamble.
Maybe.
If I had to gamble. But you've been to a couple of mansions, probably more than Wes. Look at some of the houses that, like, square footage, bathrooms, bedrooms, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, property, whatever, here in Evansville. And you're like, oh, goddamn, 2.5? 5.6? How do people afford this? And you take that same fucking house and go to fucking Malibu.
I've done that.
$40 million.
It's literally 32 million. Yeah.
$40 million for the same fucking house.
Oh yeah.
It's like, why would you not fucking live here?
Well,
if your job affords you the luxury of like remote transbility, I would do it. I would live somewhere like fucking bumfuck middle of nowhere, wherever the fuck Wizard of Oz is from, Kansas.
Yeah.
I would live in that town.
Yeah.
And buy the biggest fucking house and have everything that I wanted for a very reasonable price. And Evansville's a great city because it's cheap to live here, but then also like I don't know, there's like some high speed stuff here. Like there's good artists here, there's good music here, there's good food here. I mean, it's not like LA, but
it's not the best
It's not the best, but it's there.
Yeah.
There's stuff out there. There's creative people here, and like we were saying before, I really do put you in that like top 10, top 20 people that have ever been from here or lived here. Like you have that kind of talent. And there's that many people that have lived here before though, like 10 and 20 people that are here or have been here. Like that thrives from here. So like, I feel like Evansville, southwestern Indiana is like very, very on the brink.
Yeah.
I think if we ever do become anything big, it'll be like at Nashville. But like that
at the very biggest.
That'll be like our peak.
Yeah.
Will be Nashville. But I don't know that we'll ever get there.
I just heard that the Ford Center was up on like some sort of like CMT Country Music Awards as like best venue in America or something for because and if you know anything about the country shows that go down at the Ford Center,
they go fucking hard.
They go hard. Like Morgan Wallen sells that son of a bitch out at like $600 to $800 for the not floor tickets, but like mid-level, like lower level.
Who's the one with the long beard? Oh, not Jason Aldean. One with a long beard. Brantley Gilbert, dude.
Yeah.
Brantley Gilbert lit up a damn 63 Volkswagen on stage.
What
on
do you mean
fire.
He lit it up.
On fire.
Holy shit.
At Ford Center, dude.
Wow.
Shout the fuck out to BG. Brantley Gilbert goes fucking
But
hard.
dude, so many of those guys have...
And that was at the Ford Center.
Either sold out the Ford Center or are damn close. And like if you go to a show there, like I've been to a couple country shows there the last year, dude, they're lit.
Yeah, dude.
And that's... Hey, America, by the way, still exists at country shows. Like you walk in, boys are boys, girls are girls.
100%.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
trans
it's like,
are trans.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
No, dude, it's no judgment anyway. But everybody is like... It's just like, you go back, you're like, okay.
Dude,
is nothing crazy going on here. This
you walk
is like
in there,
a
it's
norm,
or damn, it's 1999 again.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I say normal, and somebody.
Yeah, you're such a piece of
San
shit.
San Francisco's like normal.
You're trying to
regulate.
Are you trying to regularize the Days Grimm? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yes, sounds like it.
I try to like be as diverse as possible. No, but yeah, dude, I fucking love some country music, man. BG, when he did that show where he caught that Volkswagen on fire, shout out, dude. Yeah, and that was at the Ford Center. Did they win? Do you know?
Who?
You said the Ford Center was up for a CMT.
I don't even.
You don't know,
dude.
All right, fuck it.
Somebody just told me. It could have been a lie.
Probably was. Back to our guest. Damn it, Cooper. Cooper, I highly suggest you slap him in the mouth when we leave here tonight, or when you guys leave here tonight.
Headlock.
Fucking noogie, dude. One of those. Yeah, man, I don't know, dude. I'm really pumped about I'm glad the show went great. You sold all 29 pieces. That is phenomenal. I'd be lying if I didn't expect that. But I was like, a small part of me was going to be like, oh, I understand if like you had a couple left over, but you sold all of them. You met a lot of great people, specifically people from old shows, like the guy from South Korea. You met this new guy, Paul, just like flourishing you and compliments. So like, I guess my next question is like, what's leading up to, or what's next in your agenda? I guess moving forward from the London show, like what did you learn from that? And then kind of, is there something on the horizon or near future, far future? What are we talking?
Yeah, I definitely learned a lot from that show. All sides of the coin, business side, art side, how things work. You know, they threw the event with these specific people to sell out the show. You know, like these were clients of Maddox. You know, I couldn't have pulled this off by myself in any type of way, you know. But so what's next is we just showed two pieces. You're looking at one right now on the screen. That was at Art Basel. So we sold both of those pieces this weekend.
Which they were up next to... I mean, who? Like, who are you amongst? Yeah.
Cause, I mean... Warhols, yeah.
Google who causes. What is it? Just K-O...
K-A-W-S.
K-A-W-S.
I mean, he's one of the top leaders. K-A-W-S.
Oh, godly.
No, you're good. He's just one of the top contemporary artists in the world. Have you ever...
No, I'm
you
not.
Don't reckon?
I'm
you're not
so
even,
dumb in the art world.
Okay.
I'm trying. I haven't looked through any of the pieces yet.
Yeah. No, you're all
That's
good.
his thing. Yeah.
The companion doll. So they had a sculpture up that was going for 1.8 from Cause.
right in front of
my work.
1.8 million dollars is what he means by 1.8.
Yeah.
Just run of the mill.
You know what we're saying, and then
just a nice, easy, even 1.8 million.
That's all.
I saw a photo on his Instagram, and I messaged him, and I said, "Looks like a kindergartner did that," because I was just fucking around with him.
God, you're a piece of shit.
And he goes, "What did you say? It was like 125 or 150K or something like."
Yeah.
He goes, "Yeah, just for like 150K." I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude.
But what's next? So this was next, and this will finish out the year for 2022. So now what we have in 2023 is March. We're showing 9 very small canvases that I have not done before.
What's very small? What's dimensionally?
Something in this formula.
20 by
maybe
20-ish?
20 by 20-ish, yes.
30 by 30.
Yes, at a new art fair in Hong Kong in March.
What's that one called?
I don't actually know. They just told me about this for the first time, but it's been down for 2 years because of COVID, so it hasn't taken place.
Yeah.
So they're like, "Hey,
son of a gun."
It could be the Art Basel Hong Kong, because Art Basel, what I just went to, it takes place in all of the hottest art cities in the world. So it actually could be.
There's Affordable Art Fair, Hong Kong.
No,
Art
that ain't what
Basel.
we're
Art Basel, yeah,
March
Art.
2-2.
It could be that.
And then there's
I bet
Art
that
Central.
is Art Basel.
Yeah, so it's probably Art Basel.
Okay.
So we have 9 little canvases going to Art Basel, Hong Kong. So that'll be my first time showing in Hong Kong. And that's where my work does the best. Hong Kong, Asia, Taiwan, over there. They love that pop. They love that contemporary stuff.
Do you think that has something to do with like the Americanism, if you will, in the art? Almost like how we appreciate. I have a friend of mine that's actually been on the show, who is a sumo wrestler.
Okay.
And also hairdresser, and also can draw very well. And he likes to draw. I hesitate to say exactly what it is because I don't know the proper wording, but like Asian old artwork, like bullfrogs on lily pads and like martial arty kind of.
Well, some watercolor maybe, or what do you think?
You know what I mean? Like that
Asian-y,
Asian-y martial arty kind of art. He likes to draw that kind of stuff. But I know a lot of the people here just eat his shit up locally. And he's not even really like truly an artist.
Yeah.
And I'm blanking on his name, and I'll pull it up here in a minute.
Yeah.
But crushed it. And people love that here for like the Asian influence. So like I wonder over there, is it like the Americanism or like the American influence, if you will?
That's a good question. And I have not shown yet over there, and I have not been over there. So they're like, maybe you'll come with us, and that would be great. All I know is a handful of clients who have bought my work from there, and they absolutely love it.
That's awesome.
So we're doing that in March. July is Stade, Switzerland, 16 canvases, and that's my next solo show. So I have a contract with Maddox for 3 solo shows. We just did one in London, then we're doing the next one in Switzerland, and then the next one will be in their LA gallery. So that's what our contract is,
dude. And you know, shout out to Scandinavia, dude. They don't get enough credit. You know, they're killing movies out there.
I don't know.
Did you see The Rain on Netflix? Scandinavian.
Sounds familiar.
There was a horror movie about Babadook. Scandinavian. Dude, they're crushing it. Like, shout out to Scandinavia, dude. Seriously, like, look into some like Denmark art, like movies, stuff like that. Like, they're really stepping their game up recently. Look up The Rain on Netflix. That's probably their most popular.
I feel like
one.
I've heard of The Rain.
I think that one's in Denmark. But yeah, they're crushing it. That's a really good place to go. I'll be interested to. And when is the one in Scandinavia again, or in Switzerland?
Stade, Switzerland is July. Because these
that's a long way to
people,
go.
if you look up Stade, Switzerland,
I can't spell anything in Switzerland.
It's G.
Oh, you have it? You know it?
The G silent.
Stade is Gstaad. It's spelled insane. So this is a place.
Wow.
This is a place where people have
I don't know how to spell Switzerland.
I don't either.
Swit. Just do
Let's
that.
try that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Oh, damn.
Fuck.
No, we
It's
lost.
gotta start over. Yeah, copy and paste that shit.
Just put in Stad. They know. They don't know.
Oh no.
GS.
Can I
We're
take
going
a
back.
quick
Yeah, go ahead.
break?
Stad. Stad.
STAAD.
Damn, it's not. Oh yeah, here we go. Sonnen.
Switzerland, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a place where someone might have their third or fourth home. So they don't have an airport here. So what you have to do is either helicopter in or train into this place. And
oh
it's
my god.
just like billionaires and millionaire type people who come in December. There's 2 times to show canvases. December, when people come on holiday to ski, and then in summer when they come there to relax and swim, right? So you're either going to show there in December or July. And December's too quick for me to turn around and do another show with 16 canvases.
No way. Yeah. There's
So
no way. That's what it is, 16 that you have to show.
16 canvases for next July when people will be there on summer break.
So when you sign these big shows, like does Maddox present them to you and then you basically thumbs up or thumbs down? Or do they just say like, hey, you belong to us, you're doing these 3 next year? How does that work?
Well, we signed the deal up front 1.5 years ago. Like they came to me and were like, hey, we have these 3 big galleries. We want to show you, because all of them are different client bases. The London show that we did, those aren't LA clients buying this stuff. Those aren't Switzerland clients. These people, they only tap into their own certain markets.
Right.
And all of these people are into certain different things. So now we're sitting down talking about what the work is going to look like, what we're going to do for this. We might have to switch up a couple things, right, to appease a little bit of the audience, you know?
Okay, I get you.
And then it's just about saying, like, the number of canvases, really.
So when you signed, you didn't agree on a number of canvases. That comes later, right?
That comes later because all the galleries are different sizes. And it's like, hey, you know, if you wanted me to do another 29 for the Stad, it's like, then I was just told, you know, 2 days ago, like, hey, actually, we have this other great opportunity. We want to showcase you in Hong Kong. So now we're going to, you know, that's going to take your time away. So now instead of 29 for the next one, we're going to drop that down to 16. We think that can appease, you know, the people. Yeah. So it's all
I just wondered
as
like,
you go.
The number of canvases, like how that worked, and then if it was up front, and then how the whole signing of like how you agree to do certain. So when 2023 is over, will you like basically sign a new contract with Maddox, or is that like yet to be determined? Or
so the second show is July in Switzerland, and then I'll be showing in Seoul, Korea again in September, and then I'll have a couple canvases for Art Basel. So we have those for 2023 already in the books. I already know exactly what we're doing. The whole year's booked, and then coming around, I think maybe February, March, they wanted to do the LA show. So that's our 3rd show on contract. Then it becomes a situation of like, hey, now what are we going to do? Do we still have more clients that are interested in you? But I think as of now, and this might change later, I'm not going to re-sign with them specifically. It's going to be a thing where it's like, hey, you come and keep giving me these opportunities and I'll do the work. We both make money. But if there's something else that pops up.
But it's not contractually like obligatory.
Exactly.
For you.
Because the situation I'm in now is I can't work with any other gallery.
Really?
It's exclusive.
Has someone reached out to you already?
Yes. Yeah.
We'll leave it at that. I don't want to poke and pry.
For sure.
Okay. Interesting.
But when you're in that situation, it's kind of like you just want to be free. Even though if you look at everything I've done in the past 1.5 years, Maddox has gave me all these opportunities. I have nothing to complain about. I just have the slightest feeling in me that it's like you still want to be free and open if there's another situation that comes along and you're like, you know what, guys, look, I want to drop this, and they're like, no, you're with us and we're making the money right now.
But I'm assuming as of right now, like if it were me, I look at it as like football, because that's really the only thing that I really like care about in this world. But like if I'm on a contract year and I know I'm going into free agency next year, like I'm gonna show out. You know what I mean? Like
that is a lot like what it is. He's going to be a free agent after the contract.
You're gonna be like pumping your dick this year. Like you're gonna be pushing hard, pushing P, if you will. Yeah, pushing P hard. So I think
with somebody else's resources backing him.
Yeah, I think Maddox is gonna get some of the best stuff out of you this year
for sure. And this year, if you look at it, like the 29, I had 2 assistants for the first time. I hired 2 assistants to help me prep the works for me to do. I mean, like, and these are the best canvases I've ever made, you know, the most time that I've spent. And, you know, that really pushed me. And, you know, I have nothing to say bad about them. Everything has been good. I just want to be like, hey,
Mobility.
Like, look, you want to do the Hong Kong or something next year? Cool. But I have these other people who are been doing it for 100 years, not 7. And they have clients who pay this and this, and they really want me to drop 3 works off in this show. And I want to have the free range to be able to do that. And then you guys be like, hey, okay, you know.
100%.
So it's just,
I feel like it's a learning curve for, or
It
not
is,
even a learning
growing
curve, but it's a growing curve for anybody that gets into something like this. Again, that I know nothing about this world. I'm very dumb in the art world, but I'm pumped about it, man. So we're looking at 23 booked up, and I
mean, what a great thing, right? I mean, to say, hey, my 2023 is booked
done.
up.
It's done.
I mean, it's like, of course, like you said, there's the free, like you wish, you know, you had some, but like, dude, to be in that situation, how many people would give their own nuts?
Yeah, my 2023 is booked up, ready to go, paid for, check signed.
Yeah, and if everything goes well, I'm going to be in a great position for 2024.
Mm-hmm. And he's going to be. You're going to be pushing some P, dude. I'm pumped about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, I'm glad we had you come back in. I'm glad you had the chance to stop back in shortly after London. That was a quick turnaround. I mean, you just landed from Miami today.
yeah.
So it's exciting, man. I appreciate you making the time to come in and tell us a little bit about the art gallery in London with Maddox. That's great. And then the 3 that you got coming up. What'd we say? We said L.A. That's the last one.
We got Hong Kong. We got Stad, Switzerland. We got Seoul, South Korea. And then to end it, Miami with the Art Basel. And then we'll be talking about the LA big show
and
after
LA.
in 2024.
So damn, you got 5 big ones coming up.
Dude, and can I just say this real quick? I remember being in college when Coop said, I think I want to do art. He was like a business major or something.
I was, dude. I was going into accounting at Indiana State.
Yeah. And then we linked up at Ball State, and then without telling his parents, he switches his degree to graphic design, and then then he starts on that path, and they find out it's like a whole thing. But then he's like, oh, it's too late, I'm already doing it. And then dude starts doing art, starts doing some stuff, like
starts
takes
fucking
me over
crushing
to
it.
it takes me over to the art gallery. We were roommates, and he takes me over. He's like, "This is some of the stuff I've done." I remember seeing this one thing. He made it out of like tape on this wall. Remember that?
Yeah.
It was like a boombox.
It's a monster boombox.
Yeah, monster boombox. But dude, just like starts at that level and then just grinds for years. And like, I've watched his journey a lot, like beside him a lot of the time, like living together for
How long have you been doing it now?
Years.
I've been doing this on my own.
Like art dedicated. How long have you
since
spent?
I left Miami? So
2016 or 2017 or something.
Yeah, so
2016.
Sheesh.
I'd say about 4.5 years. I put it probably at that 4.5 years.
It's 2022, dude. It's like 6 years, almost 7. We left in 2016.
Oh yeah, from 2016. Yeah,
2016. I graduated college, and then I moved to Miami with you for a year. So that was 2017, and then 2018 we moved to LA.
No.
And then 20.
Yeah, because we were there for 2 years.
I moved to Evansville at 2018. We were in LA in 2017. We both graduated college at the end of.
Where's Nipsey Hussle at, dude? Where's Nipsey Hussle? He'll tell us.
He's
the
27.
answer.
He's
right
27.
Right. Look at the date on that
He's probably
project.
2018.
Where's the date? 2018, October, the end of 2018.
Yeah, I was gone. You lived there for 2 years. I was gone.
Okay, so that was 18.
He was there at 27. Yeah. We were there,
and that was when I was living with Jordan. So the year before, so 17. So 5 years.
Yeah, right when we left.
So 5 years.
5
But
years.
in Miami,
you've
you were-
dedicated your heart and soul
Miami
to this creation of the madness. You've been celebrated by many. You've been picked up by several. Well, you have. You did. You did this. You did this bit that we see here that we talked about last time with the ball courts with Puma. You did the Mountain Dew tour.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you've had the opportunity to be picked up and work with Maddox in a more formal, on stand kind of classical art scenario.
Mm-hmm.
You're very, very talented. I'm very, very excited for you. I don't know what's coming in your future, but hopefully, again, I have to preface or I have to emphasize the fact that, like, I hope you're not a billionaire one day.
Yeah.
I hope you're not.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'd be friends with some.
I don't want to, like, read his last name in a damn newspaper article. Like,
In one of these things. That,
dude, he owned an island. He owned an island.
No.
And he had a shitty girl that he never married. And she was getting him 12-year-old girls. God damn it.
The only thing...
His art was dope, though. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm pumped for it, man, dude. 2023, 2024 sounds busy. If you're here in Evansville in 2023, I'm gonna have to get you back in here again,
Dude,
at some point.
I'll come in here anytime.
I need to know. Well, obviously, I want to know how your next show goes.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be the first one coming up. Is Hong Kong, and that's in March.
That's in March. Yeah.
That's not a bad. We could do April. We'll figure it out. We'll
go.
talk about that after. But I'm excited for you, man. I know that you got a lot of talent. You got a lot riding on it, and you're putting your heart and soul into it.
Thank you.
Normally at the end of the show, we like to ask to the darkest moment. We've already done that before. I don't know, man. So I guess just moving forward. What's a good way to end the show? I was looking for like a good last question, but I don't want to like ask him his darkest moment again. You know, what have you learned in the last?
Yeah. Like, what's some hardship you've overcome in the last the shows? You know, since you saw him last 2 months.
Yeah. What was
You've still done a lot since then.
Yeah.
What's the biggest lesson you learned from Europe? And we'll go off of that.
I think, there's the galleries, you as an artist, and there's always going to be a stigma between that kind of situation and relationship. They work with
business and
the business
art.
From the art.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned the most about and what kind of goes on with that and how that works and contracts and how you have to get your stuff up front on paper before you think like you're going to be celebrated in another country and just like praised and given, exactly what you want or something like that. So I think, for me as an artist, I've grown a lot in the past couple months to be now more just self-sufficient on my own. I can turn and do whatever I want to do with my art and I can take it wherever I want to take it because now I kind of have that freedom from, just like learning and setting myself up right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it's just the knowledge of what art actually is at the end of the day. And the Warhol documentary that's on Netflix right now, and Warhol's talking about...
What's that one called again?
I can't remember.
I'll have to look it up.
It's just like Warhol something. But he was talking about Basquiat, who Basquiat passed away at the age of 27, and his paintings now go for $100 million. And he was, I don't want to say flash in the pan, but one of the best artists of all time.
Yeah.
And
Michelangelo.
And then Warhol was talking to him, and then Basquiat got really, really in a different mindset when he realized
this is 50s, right?
No, this is probably like 80s.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Later in the game.
We may have talked about this.
Basquiat died at 89, I'm pretty sure. So this is probably like late 80s. But Basquiat, when he learned that like this is all basically just about business at the end of the day. You can be the best artist in the world and create here the best canvases, but it's never going to be seen in the right light and in the right way with the right galleries if you don't understand the other side of the coin. So I think for me, what I've learned is just kind of the whole 360 cycle of the business. Art
retrospective.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of pulling yourself away from.
Yeah.
Do you think you lose artistic motivation because of knowing more, or do you think it's unfazed?
I did at first. I'll be honest, I did at first, and then that's something to where like I was just like, okay, now I know, good. Now I know I don't have like I have more freedom because I know more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know more what I'm putting down on the canvas that's going to sell or going to get me, the Miami, I know Miami, they like bright colors, they like wild shot, blah, 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 drop 2 canvases, I'm moving on. You know what I mean? I know they're going to sell with the gallery because of this. So just understanding more knowledge, that's really what I've learned in the past couple months. Yeah.
God, you're a genius, dude. I'm like, I'm genuinely enthralled to say that I know you.
Because no one ever wants to show you their full hand. No one ever is going to show you.
No, absolutely not.
Every card on their table.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to show, that myself too.
100%.
You got to keep something.
Keep wanting more.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to stay ready for the next move.
Yeah.
Are you good at poker?
I enjoy playing, but I can't say that I'm good.
He's got to be, dude.
He's learning the poker of life.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's what it is.
It's a 3D chess game. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pumped to say that I know you genuinely. Like
Yeah.
I can't even believe you're sitting here. So and Wes brings us together.
Yeah.
I'm just glad to have been a fly on the wall at this podcast. What's funny is we're texting about something unrelated, and then Thomas said, "Well, I got to go out of town for whatever." I just threw out, "Hey," because he said you had a podcast book. He didn't say who the guest was. He said, "We got a podcast book."
Cooper.
And he said, or he's got to go out of town. I was like, "Well, if you guys need a guest host sometime, let me know. I'd love to hop on." And then he texted me back like, "Hey, it's actually Cooper."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh shit,
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
no way."
It's been a wild journey.
Yeah.
The last.
I'm glad to have hung out.
Yeah, man. The last 8 days trying to figure out how this Sunday was going to go has been a wild ride. But we got lucky enough to have Wes from Wally Opus.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for having me on.
Wes from Wally Opus, the recording studio, and then also, what's the name of the podcast again?
The Wally Opus Podcast.
I don't want to screw it up. That's why I left it to you.
Yeah, dude.
The Wally
I mean,
Opus
hey,
Podcast.
It's pretty simple, but it's new.
I'm pretty simple.
Wait, can I plug real quick
yeah,
what's
100%.
coming down the line? We got a show coming up on December the 18th, right here in Evansville.
100%.
Stage 2 at 321 on Congress, out behind the mall. We'll all be there hanging out.
100%.
And, there's gonna be 4 great bands playing: The Strangers, Atlas of the Dogs, some new stuff, Swamp Eyes,
Okay.
punk folk that I've been working with, and
I like some punk folk,
yeah,
dude.
kind of like. And then we have a band from Bloomington that I've been kind of like helping out. Panama Papers. They're like a jazz rock fucking improv.
I like to fuck with
group.
some jazz flute, dude.
I love
Dude,
jazz.
they're the
You
wild
fuck with
card.
jazz?
I love jazz.
Dude, honestly, if like there was like a jazz punk folk band, I'm in. 100%.
Well, dude, this band, like I said, we need a wild card at the event. Somebody who just
jazz
comes
punk folk.
in. Somebody who comes in for 20 minutes. Nobody really knows what they're getting, and they just come in with this like cocktail of chaos that they just throw our way. I'm like, dude, we gotta have that.
Like a really loud flute with Ron Burgundy in the background and a dude just fucking wailing on a damn
down.
Gibson.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Just fucking hitting the fucking...
Dude, I still have no idea what that band actually sounds like. So
Well, you
they're
better
the
figure it out
fucking
because
wild
we've got
card.
like a week
No,
until...
dude, they're the wild card. It's a surprise.
Wild card, baby. Wild card.
So-
No, man, but yeah, it's been a wild 8 days figuring out how this show was going to go, honestly. But I think it went well.
Heck yeah.
Wes, I think you substituted nicely.
Thank you, dude.
Check
great.
out-
You're great.
Check out my man's podcast. It's the Wally Opus Podcast, formerly known as Mining in the Foothills.
Yeah.
You
Lay
can
to rest.
find some of their videos as Mining in the Foothills. I think the first 9 episodes, and then that episode 10-ish.
Actually, everything now is backlogged as the Wally Opus Podcast.
So get in there, check
Yeah.
him out. He's on YouTube.
Yeah.
He's
And
on
Spotify now.
Spotify. He's on Spotify. There we go. He got that RSS
Yeah.
feed, my man. And then we got Cooper. I can't emphasize enough. I was so pumped to have you in here,
man.
dude.
Hell yeah, dude. Thank you for having me,
I'm
man.
so glad you're learning so much. Like,
Yeah.
and you got a smile on your face. You're moving forward, dude. It's gonna be a good year for you. I think you're gonna push out some serious P. I think that's what the kids are saying now. They're pushing P.
They're saying that, yeah.
Yeah, for real, no cap.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pushing paint.
Dude, I
There
think,
we go.
I think you're gonna be on fire this year. I think
yeah,
you're gonna
dude.
be on fire this year, and I'm scared of 2024. I'm scared. I'm scared for you.
He's
Who
scared of the
knows?
billionaire.
Better not-
He's scared of the billionaire
Dude,
status.
I don't want you to like buy a goat or something. I don't know. Just keep it chill, dude. Keep it chill. Stay Cooper. That's what matters.
Thank you, dude.
Thank you.
Dude, Cooper's ready to go home and get with his girlfriend and his dog and snuggle up. He's been gone. He's like, fuck, dude. I've clocked in my work for the week.
100%, dude. Yeah, and this is essentially part of the work. And I appreciate your time. You could be anywhere else.
Yeah.
So for the 200 listens you're gonna get from this, I know it's not much, but these people have heard you before and they're hearing you again.
Yeah.
Last couple minutes is all you. Let them know where they can find you, some of your art, how they can, partake in some of this stuff, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, definitely. Well, first of all, thank you for having me again. I always appreciate this shit, dude. You're
100%
the fucking man.
You are.
You make it.
I keep
fun,
it here.
dude. You make it fun as hell.
Yeah. Thank you so much for saying that.
No. This has been awesome. It's been great to have my brother here, Wes. We've known each other forever. He knows me better than fucking anybody.
I like you better than him. I just got to put that out there for the world to know.
That's fair. I'm just the old co-host.
No, but I think if anyone out there wants to tune into the artwork, it's just at the Instagram at IAM.COOPER. That's where we can stay updated with canvases, and DM me anytime to reach out to anything. And yeah, dude, I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
No, thank you so much, Cooper. Seriously, I can't say it enough. Like, I'm enthralled by the fact that I even know who you are. I'm fascinated by the fact that you even know who I am.
Yeah.
Or Thomas, for that matter, because we are nobodies.
Dude, you're the top podcasters in the town.
It's true.
Without a doubt.
Oh, we are
really
the number
are.
one. We are the number one podcast in Evansville, Indiana.
You are.
Shout out to Evansville.
And you clocked 100K, or not 100.
What?
100 eps. 100 eps is what I meant.
I don't know where we're at.
100 episodes.
Yeah.
We're up there in thousands of downloads, though. So thank you guys so much for supporting us. Yeah, thank you very much. You guys are great. Keep leaving comments. Keep leaving us ratings. Tell a friend. Help us grow. Tell a friend that doesn't live in Evansville about us. That would be great. Push it, share it, comment, and check out and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. I should not have drank this much before. Check out my buddy Wes over here at Wally Opus Podcast on YouTube, Spotify, everywhere you get your pods. Check out my man Cooper over here at the links that will be in the description, and then also, like he said, on Instagram. Dude, so pumped. Thank you, dude.
Thank you, brother.
Dude, and thank you for coming in. I appreciate you.
Thanks
All right,
for the hang.
This has been another thrilling episode of the Days Grimm. My name is Brian Michael Day.
Woo! I am Wes from Wally Opus.
Thank you. And this has been Cooper.
Cooper.
I am Cooper. Thank you so much, sir. I greatly appreciate you.
Hell yeah.
Very good.
Dude, it's just such a good vibe in here to do the podcast. It is. You know what I mean? It's like you enter the room, you're like, that's what you do in here.
Yeah. It's It's so awkward. So what I want to do is put
Hey guys, if you liked what you heard today, there will be a new episode next Tuesday, as well as every Tuesday at 6 a.m. So hit that subscribe button and let your phone do all the work for you.